Welcome to the show, everyone. I am excited about bringing on my first guest. They've been on now several times, a couple of months now, almost every week you come on. Every week. And we've been talking a lot about restaurants that people own, and some of them are failing.
Yep.
They're closing. We hear just the other day, what did we?
Salad and Go.
Salad and Go.
Salad and Go is gone.
How many units?
I don't remember. I think
There's
it's
a lot
Yeah,
of
there's
them.
a lot of units, yeah.
And so now we're probably gonna have coffee all over the place, so people are gonna be like,
Dutch Brothers is
every
taking
corner.
over.
Yeah, we've been
Really
drinking more coffee lately.
Yeah.
Dutch
But
Bros.
Last time we've been talking about this. I do want to get this out about something, first of all. Number one, when Tom, you have done an incredible turnaround for yourself, for major restaurant corporations that are out there, also small. You've had, you walk in their shoes, and you have a proven record that can turn around. And we talk about restaurants, but it's any business.
Any business.
It's really
Yep.
any business. And by the way, let me tell you something, I'm learning a lot about him. He is really a teacher, I'll tell you right now.
Thank you.
You can really make people learn and turn them around. I swear, I could see it. And so I have with me Tom Duhigg and Kevin Trumbull, and they are the owners of Rise from the Ashes Consulting. We're live on Facebook, so hello to everybody
Facebook,
out
hello.
there. Last time we were here, and you were talking about Leadership 1. Today we're going to do Leadership Part 2.
Yes.
And I first welcome back to the
Thank
show.
you, Carol.
Thank you.
Tell everybody a little bit about, you and
Yeah.
just a little bit, and then we're going to talk about this. Listen up, everyone. This can help anyone out there.
Well, I'm the one that first restaurant project, build it and they will come. Right, a beautiful place, all set up, ready to go. Excellent food, unique twist. Turn the open sign on and nobody comes in. Right, so that happened. That was going on for too long. Couldn't pay the rent. Couldn't, I had employees on here, and how are we going to do this? So I had like a 90-day deadline to turn it around, or this thing is going down, and we're going to lose all our investors' money. 2 families are going to tank. So in 90 days, we figured it out, and a lot of it was starting with our leadership, how we led the business. Right, we had to learn very quickly what we were doing wasn't working. So what do we have to do different? We had to replace bad habits with good habits. And then after that, Kevin helped me with my next restaurant, which was a huge success. We attracted people from 2 hours in all directions, coming because Kevin was helping me. I didn't even know him, but he was still helping me. And then we partnered up to do what we're doing now.
Yes.
And in between that, I was working for some of the largest, fastest growing companies in the country, growing. And I was tasked to introduce all these brands to new markets, which means I had to hire and train managers and leaders at all levels. So as that evolved, I got better and better, and we got more strict on our hiring and then training them. They had to be trained. All these managers, we had a leadership training course that was 9 weeks, and they had to pass it. If they didn't pass it, they were not promoted, because we knew the leadership was the top. If you don't have the right leadership in place, you cannot accomplish anything else in your goals.
It starts.
Here's my goal. Here's my plan. None of that's going to happen if you don't have the right people at the top, or the people at the top don't have the right attributes or behaviors. And that's what today's about.
Well, we've been talking before the show, and you asked me, you gave me a list of different things, and
Let me go through it real quick.
go ahead.
So today's is going to be about leadership. We always say, before you can do something, you need to stop doing something, right? Stop doing this and replace it with this behavior. So here there's top 10 we're going to talk about today, the top 10 worst leadership traits that if you have any of these, you're going to really struggle to make any kind of money. And this is your managers, this is yourself, this is anybody in charge. So let me go through the first 5 real quick. These are normally trained. The first 5 are trained, the second 5 are not.
Listen to this, I have to say this. The first 5 are trainable.
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 Yep. Trainable.
And you do have to be coachable, folks.
Yep.
Everybody has to be. You can't just think that your way is the right way and that nothing else, I won't look at anything else. You can't be like that. Go ahead.
So the first one is inept. The leader's incompetent. They don't have the natural ability to do the job. They're unethical, they're inappropriate, they're unprofessional, they're temperamental, they play politics, they gossip. That is somebody who should not be in a leadership role. And this is what we see in most common is the manager is not trained, there's nobody coaching them, they're thrown in the position, and this is what you get, incompetence. The second one is they don't have any discipline. There's no self-control, no self-discipline. They're impulsive. They don't think before they speak. They're undependable. They lack time management skills. They procrastinate because they're not self-disciplined. So and that can be trained. There's ways that you can train time management and discipline. Dereliction of duty. The guy in charge just doesn't lead. The manager isn't managing. The go-to person isn't doing anything. They're just not doing their jobs. And we see this a lot. Hey, where's the manager? Over in the corner. Well, they should be over here. Mm-hmm. They're just refusing to do the job that they're paid to do. The fourth one is they're delusional, right? It's inaccurate thinking. They're irrational. They're not grounded in reality. They don't see what's going on around them. They ignore data, right? And they think, I don't need any of that. My opinion is the fact. Mm-hmm. They're delusional, and we try to get them grounded in reality. And sometimes they don't want to be grounded in reality. Sometimes it's more fun on planet delusion, right? We call planet delusion. And the fifth one is just sloth, laziness. You see managers just slow pace, or they accept mediocrity, they're mediocre, the whole operation is mediocre, there's really no. Now, can we train that? Yes. You can get somebody to,
whip them into
they
shape.
can come out of it, right? So which of those intrigued you the most?
I told you that the first and second one is what I thought we should talk about.
Yes. Okay. Incompetent management. You promote somebody because they've been there the longest, because they show up for work. Right? Because of all other criteria other than they're competent to be in leadership roles. And this is why the restaurants struggle. Because you just watch the managers. We interview employees and they tell me the manager's dating somebody, the managers, they're inappropriate, they're harassing people, it's just like...
We had an example just the other day. We walked into a restaurant and the manager was getting drunk in his own bar.
Yeah, drunk, the manager.
Giving away drinks.
Mm-hmm. That's
totally incompetent.
That person should not be in that role.
Right.
They're unprofessional, inappropriate, and who's training this guy?
I feel like the people out there are thinking, well, I had nobody else, so I just picked that person.
Exactly right. By default, you're the one who's showing up, you're now in charge.
Yeah.
Is that a criteria for promoting somebody?
No.
No.
Yeah,
so they're inept, they're incompetent.
And just like in a production company that we're well aware of right now, it's a huge production company of truck bodies. I know the production manager just got promoted to GM. He needs a production manager and he needs a manufacturing manager. I mean a materials manager. He's not just jumping in there and saying, well, you'll work. I guess we'll put you in that position. No, he's making very sound decisions and going through the pain right now of waiting to make sure that person is not delusional, not, making sure it's the right person, check all the boxes. Yeah.
Right.
Just take your time, don't just throw somebody in there. That's not the way to do it.
And then they're not disciplined, right? There's no self-control, they just say what they think. There's no, hey, you gotta be within, here's your lane, right? You can't say those things. You can't talk like that. So one of the employees we were talking with, there were schedules written Sunday night for Monday morning. No, you write it. There's a discipline here, there's routines, there's time management, and they don't have any of that. And it's just as a disaster. So those two, this is what we see a lot of time in restaurants that are lousy, right? Why are they lousy? The management is incompetent and there's no discipline.
Carol's favorite thing to say is, what makes a lousy restaurant? Don't be a lousy restaurant. Right. It starts right here with your
lousy management. And a lot of them aren't trained. They might be really good people.
Yeah, you said that ever since I met you, you started talking about how it starts with management, and you can walk into almost any restaurant and turn that around because, and of course he has this 90-day turnaround that is, you've done it. It's a proven record that he's done it.
And you start here.
And if you can start there, your restaurant right away will be making a change even way before the 90 days is up.
And it could be the same people you have in charge. They just need direction. They need coaching, leadership coaching. And once we start that's how we start. Who's in charge? What are they doing? What's their job description? There isn't any. They don't have one.
I don't know if I have a job description. Well, I'll tell you what though, I'm telling you, if you own a restaurant, that's what they kind of focus on, but they can help any business really turn around in 90 days. They're the people to talk to. Their phone number is 520-907-8409. that will buy fast.
But this is like common sense. You love the common
That's
sense
the thing,
approach.
it's so common sense.
sense.
Yeah, and you wonder why people, but you look at it. Now, I don't wanna say any names right now.
Right.
But, when you think about it, every single one of these people that you've spoken to me about, it's common sense
Mhm.
to be polite,
Mhm. Yep.
I mean, especially when somebody is gonna come to your office, to not be there, I don't care what. That is about the rudest thing I think anyone can do, really.
Yep.
A lot of times, especially the younger, zealous people that want to start a business or think they want to be their own boss, as Tom
Be their own
calls
boss,
it,
yeah.
they automatically start thinking, well, I want to own my own business so that I can rule my day and nobody's going to tell me what to do. So you have situations that, okay, I'm going to make an appointment. Well, no big deal. I own my business. You're not going to tell me what to do, so I'm not going to show up.
True.
I've had people tell me before that, Kevin, you're so lucky because you own your own pool company or you own this or that. And okay, because why am I lucky? Because you have no boss. And I said, no, I don't have one boss. I have thousands of bosses that are demanding. It's a whole different, now I got a whole bunch of people that I have to take care of. Not just one boss to make them happy, to follow their direction. Now I got 400 weekly customers. with the pool company.
I could do whatever I want to, because I'm my own boss. And I have always told my girls that I work like as if I have a boss.
Yes.
So I have
Yes,
the
that's what
boss,
you have to.
and to me, boss is looking up from there,
Yeah.
see?
I like that.
Like
And
that a lot.
that is, for me, that is what makes me do what I do. I am at my desk at 9 o'clock or 9:30 at the latest,
Yeah. Oh, you mean you don't only work 1 hour a day on the show? No.
And
And a
Carol,
lot of people think that, by the
No,
way.
that's a common misconception.
And
Carol is so lucky because she only does 1 hour a day. No, they don't
It's
see
all
you
the
prior
At the back,
to.
right.
phone calls.
Yeah,
all
I'm
that
gonna
stuff.
brag about Carol right now because we're on Facebook and
When I get to the public.
So she calls us. We get an email of confirmation.
Yep.
Then we get a conversation on the telephone. Hey
Discipline.
guys,
He's disciplined.
great. She's very disciplined.
Yeah.
And then when we're here, we sit down and we go over the show. Prior to you're prepping for the show, when we first become new,
Here we go, let's get ready.
you're gonna do, here's the questions, here's this. and
Yeah,
that.
but you know what, I'm more like you guys, right? There's not a
Discipline.
lot of us out there.
No.
No.
I know.
So welcome back, everyone. I love talking about what you're talking about, leadership. Leadership, a lot of people think that's only for executive,
No.
right? We're not talking about that.
Hourly supervisor.
Exactly.
Newly promoted hourly supervisor.
And what did we say at the beginning, at the break, of all of us here? That we own our own businesses, but we work as if we have somebody watching over us, right?
100%.
Exactly. Go ahead.
So the new restaurant owners come in incompetent and undisciplined because they've never done it. That's naturally when the entry point. It's not their fault, right? We're just talking about Carol. You got a nice plug for Carol. Carol is definitely competent. She's
Thank you.
definitely disciplined. Kevin was talking about the emails we get, the calls we get, the videos we get. She's definitely.
And it's not a one-off. It's
It's all the
every
time.
single time consistently. It's
She's
like
definitely,
clockwork.
she's not derelict in anything she does. She's not delusional. She tells us everything.
Thank
and she's
you.
definitely not lazy. So the first 5, you nail them all.
Yeah.
We appreciate
Yay!
it.
I'm so excited.
Now,
But there's
the
5 more.
next 5 are probably not trainable.
Okay.
And these people.
I want to see if
you
that's
see-
any of me in there.
No. If you see any of these in your management, or if that's you need to change it. But these are core beliefs and behaviors that are hard to change a core belief. I can change a behavior because of routines and behavior. It takes how many days to change a behavior?
At least 90 days.
Yeah, a habit.
60
Change
to
a habit.
90 days.
Change a
yeah.
habit? Oh,
But
yeah.
these
60 to
aren't
90
habits.
days.
These next ones aren't habits. So the next one is cowardice. You're in a leadership position and you're a coward. You're afraid. You're afraid to make a decision. You're slow to because you're afraid of accountability. You change your mind really quickly with the slightest pushback. You're worried about looking bad. You have a deep fear of being liked. I want people to like
Cowardly
me.
lion.
Cowardly. I don't want to be judged. I'm really worried about what other people think about me. It's cowardice. How do you train that?
It's that's embedded in someone.
That's
Yes.
embedded. Ignorance, deliberate. This is not ignorance that I don't know, but this is deliberate. Lack of self-education, self-employment. We see this all the time. They refuse coaching. They ignore the facts when we give it to them. We say, here, you're not showing up. You're
And
this
it's
that.
not even our facts. It'll be
It's the
AI or
facts.
Google or
It's the facts.
marketing surveys or whatever, and they'll still say, nope,
Yep.
that's not me.
That's right. They refuse to educate themselves in the industry. They just refuse. I don't want to know it. I know it. And so they're deliberately ignorant. How do you train that?
I never heard of deliberately
Deliberately
ignorant. I
ignorant.
like
We
the
run
word.
across them all the
All the
time. They just
time.
refuse to train themselves. We're always constantly learning. I don't say I don't know everything. I'm always learning, always trying to learn something else.
I am
That-
too. I don't know. There's got to be people who they just want to do it. They have to
Mhm.
understand
Right.
that that's part
You
of
need
it.
to know. Everything's evolving so fast.
The more I learn, the less I know.
Yeah,
And I just want
exactly.
to.
The next one is terrible. Narcissists. We work with that. Egomania, hubris, extreme pride. They exaggerate their own importance, their achievements. They take the achievements of their employees, and it's their achievement, not theirs. Right? Their agenda is more important than anybody else's, even their personal lives. You are mine 24/7. No, I'm not. Why? Because I'm the king. I'm it. It never makes mistakes, never admits mistakes. It's always blaming somebody else. It's a total narcissist. We've worked with those people. It's hard to work
Currently.
with people like that. Because no matter what you say, you're going to get a pushback. Because you're hitting that ego.
Yeah.
Even if they're failing, that narcissism just kicks in and they're done. The next one is even worse than that. This is all worse, right? Contempt. And we work with people that are contempt for a certain race, a certain religion, a certain gender, a certain affiliation, a certain
That's
politics. And I don't care what you do. If they're a member of that group, I'm discriminating against them. I am treating them differently. It doesn't matter their personal value or their personal contribution. I have contempt for that group of people.
That's terrible. I don't
We
like
deal with
that.
that. I'm like, what are you talking about? You're eliminating it, but you can't talk them out of that. It's their deep core belief. They hate this group of people. How do you train that?
You don't.
And then there's one worse than that. So Carol.
I can't believe it. What is it?
So all of these we can see. I can see the ineptitude. I can see the undisciplined. I can see the dereliction, the delusional one, the lazy one, the coward. I can see that. The one is ignorant. The narcissist. You can tell that right away. And when they start talking, you can tell they have contempt. But there's one that you can't tell,
What's that?
and this is the worst one. We call it personal and professional incongruity, hypocrisy, lack of integrity. These are people that pretend to have virtues, morals, beliefs, principles, standards that they don't have. None of that is part of them. They deceive people, they lie to people, they promise something. As soon as they promise something, they know they have no intention of fulfilling it. As soon as it leaves their mouth.
I hate that.
Yeah, but here's why it's so dangerous, because we believe them. We want to believe people. We want to believe that. And that one example I had was a guy who had a bonus program for all his managers. And we came down and said, here, I was the director of operations. I said, here are the bonuses. He goes, I don't want to pay any of those. I said, well, wait a minute. They worked hard. No, I don't want to pay them. Find a reason why not to pay it. So here's one that gave a bonus program with no intention of ever paying it.
That's
That is
really
incongruent.
awful.
And so you don't know. I'll quickly go like, I can't trust anything this guy says. He is incongruent. He has a professional incongruent. He said, this is our company logo. This is our company mission. Like there's a fast food company, their mission says quality food and great service. You can't go to any of their 5,000 restaurants and find quality food or quality service. But that's the mission statement.
But let's, for a second, let's
Yeah,
go back
sure.
to, we were talking about South
bet.
and Go, and I'm using that because it's all over the news.
It's all over the news, yeah.
And, I mean, it's a perfect example
Mm-hmm.
right there. I mean, why did they back out? Something's gotta be going on there. You ought to check out on them, you know, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of people are shocked
Mhm.
by it.
I totally was, because you didn't hear any rumbling in the
Nope.
industry that they were having issues. So it's kind of surprising that, you know, for lack of better terms, that was tossed out there to us.
Yeah, but a lot of times, and there are people that start these restaurants and or businesses, and they put a lot into it, a lot of
Mhm.
money.
Yep.
They get other people to
Yep.
put money in
Yep.
and to help them,
Mhm. You
and
see that all the
they
time.
go bankrupt.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
turn around and close,
Mhm.
or close, walk, just not even do any of that, just walk away from it.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
it
know
could be some of
people
this in
done
here.
that.
It could be
Yeah,
their,
me too.
it could be the narcissist. It could be running the company. It could be incompetence running the company.
This-
It could be delusional. Oh, we'll figure it out.
We just recently seen that with an investment company that come in and bought a family business nationwide chain. They are very delusional at how they're gonna add all this extra stuff to the business, skim off the top of the vendors, equipment, product, and then totally lay everything on the franchisees. And so they're
Completely
heading
incongruent.
down a road of bankruptcy for the whole company.
They sell
But
this.
the investment group will
Find
be
something.
okay, they'll be
Yeah.
solvent because they're bleeding the company.
Mhm.
It happens all the time.
There are also people that buy companies
Mhm.
and they purposely buy them to close them.
Absolutely.
That happened to my dad.
Mhm.
He had a business and he sold it. He got money, he was out of it, but
Yeah.
it was sad to see what they did to it, and he was hurt by that. Like it hurt his, like
Sure.
that was what he had
That was his baby.
built,
Mhm.
right? And they took it to the ground.
Yeah.
And there's people that do that, and they do it for tax purposes,
Mhm.
you know, and it's really messed up.
But you wouldn't believe, Carol, the money that they make off of shutting things down like that.
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of hidden money that we don't see.
Mhm.
We see them with equipment sales and product sales, and they skim all that off the top, and the burden is left on the franchisees,
Mhm.
and then they bankrupt the whole thing.
Yep. So these are the top 10 that we see of why businesses fail.
That's why you're
businesses
lousy.
fail. On the leadership part, we're not talking about food, service, we're talking about the people in charge,
Mhm.
the owners, the managers, even that hourly new promoted shift leader is showing these things and tearing it down.
And you
then
see
train.
this all the time.
Don't you see it?
I do. I see it now.
I think we brought it to
We're
a lot of
ruining you.
people's
Yeah,
attention.
we're-
Right, correct.
You know, I mean, it's funny because I know a lot of people,
Mhm.
and sometimes you turn around and you find out who somebody is that you
Mhm.
never really realized what they were
Mhm.
like.
Right.
And oh boy, we have a minute. I want you to end it how you'd like to today.
What's our
If
message?
you would, I'm gonna go
I
right
didn't
back.
even give out your phone number.
I'm going to go back to, if you want to turn your business around in 90 days or less, you need to contact us at risefromtheashesconsulting.com. Click Accelerate Now, get the 30 to 60 minute consultation, and pick up our $97 a month access to 116 videos that'll teach you all of this so you don't have to go bankrupt.
And this is in our Elite Leadership Accelerator program. We go into this, so we're telling you what not to do. In there, we tell you
What to do.
That's
in-
awesome.
In place of this.
They'll turn it around in 90 days. They have a proven track record of doing that over and over and over again. Yes, they focus a lot on restaurants, but
Mhm.
they also work with businesses. Their phone number to call is 520-907-8409. It's risefromtheashesconsulting.com. So we'll wait till that